Unstoppable. Unreal.
I mean, he redefined American sports in a way no one has done before and no one will do after.
We grew up together, and I guess I never saw him as something great or above average. I mean, we were from South Carolina. We didn't really have any big dreams. But then there came a point where greatness was right around the corner. You could feel it. Hell, you could see it in his eyes. He was ready to rise above mediocrity.
He wasn't just my rival or my competitor. He was someone who set the bar for everyone. At the end of the day, we all knew who was the best. He was.
When I first saw Justin compete, I think he was around 16. I knew he was going to be able to take this dream of mine and turn it into something giant. I knew that professional vaping was viable with Justin as the face of the league.
Cloud chasing, a sport born out of oppression. In the early 2000s, wealthy smoke shop owner Kyle Bravo decided to take his private vape meets and turn them into a national sport. Thus he formed the CCA, Cloud Chasers of America.
I loved the underground vape scene. I genuinely did. Seeing people come from miles away to come and compete was something truly amazing to watch. And then I thought to myself, I should turn this into a professional sport.
It would feature 20 regular season cloud-based competitions in which the winner would be decided by the size of their clouds. After the regular season concluded, the top 8 competitors were invited to Vape Blast to compete for the Vaping World Championship.
It was an interesting concept. I just didn't think it was going to grab a hold of a fan base, but I was wrong. It ended up being one of the most interesting ideas in sports history.
The sport quickly experienced heavy scrutiny, until 2002 when Kyle Bravo introduced what he thought would be the future of the CCA, Chad Phoenix.
I was the first real professional. I cleaned sharp. I mean, I came into this league and immediately won Vape Blast. I mean, came naturally to me.
Unfortunately, Chad's magic was not enough to sustain a large audience. Kyle Bravo was forced to find another means to attract a fan base. He would now look to 16-year-old Justin Fierce.
When I was 16, I got the call from Commissioner Bravo. It had been my dream to be a cloud chaser ever since I was 12, when I had my very first vape stick. At the time, I didn't know where my career or my dreams would end up because I was clouded by my adolescent mindset.
When it came time to actually sign Justin, I thought it was too good to be true. And just like I predicted, he took the sport by storm.
My job as an announcer is simple. It's to create excitement around these events. And with Justin, it was just, he created the excitement himself.
At first, I wasn't buying this kid. Just thought it was some punk. We in the industry like to say, he was looking to catch a cloud. Anyways, came in, first competition, CCA sponsored, Blizz Cloud took up the whole arena.
I was calling that event, and I still consider that my proudest moment as a journalist. I knew then and there that professional vaping would be a real player in the world of sports.
In his rookie season, he placed first in 17 of 20 competitions, won Rookie of the Year, MVP, was the Vape Blast 2005 champion, and was considered the best cloud chaser in the world.
That year was surreal. I will never forget it. I remember how proud of myself I was, and it changed my life forever. Just like how I changed the sport forever.
Sure enough, tickets started to sell. The naysayers disappeared, and we couldn't keep merchandise in stock.
In 2008, after back-to-back-to-back Vape Blast titles and MVP honors, Justin received a $5 million sponsorship contract from Vaporfy, becoming the highest paid cloud chaser ever.
When I heard that my childhood friend was making millions off of vaping, I thought to myself, seems about right. I mean, the guy was talented. His smoke clouds were the best money could buy.
It pissed me off. He was beating me every year in the championships, and he's getting paid millions? Those are my millions! Because I'm Chad. That's money worthy, Cloud. Money worthy.
I deserved it, and I truly believe that. I just think all these people wanted to make me feel bad for having a career, you know? The NFL pays their guys, and so does the NBA, so why shouldn't I get paid?
Are you rolling? Yeah. You rolling? It's Justin Fierce. Hashtag Justin Fierce. Hashtag vaping.
In the summer of 2008, Justin was caught using real cigarettes and was suspended for the entirety of the season. He missed Vape Blast 2008.
No, turn that off. Turn that off. You delete that. You delete that. No, stop.
Soon after his suspension, Justin held a press conference.
I am deeply, deeply ashamed that I was caught in the use of cigarettes. And I'm not ashamed because I was caught, but I know that this goes against everything that we as a league stand for. I promise I will come back from this mistake and have a better attitude against the evils of smoking that we fight against. Thank you.
Justin watched the 2008 season from home during his suspension. He watched Chad Phoenix claim the Vape Blast title for the second time in his career.
Felt good to be back on top. Felt real good.
That was the worst part about the suspension, was watching Chad take my title. He knows deep down that the only reason he won that year was because I got suspended.
Being around Justin at that time was really tough. To see the guy become so successful at something and then to have it all taken away from him because of a stupid mistake he made, I've never seen him more sad in his life. And that includes when his parents got in a plane crash.
Justin returned in 2009, poised to make a title run, only to miss the playoffs, and once again watched Chad Phoenix win his third title.
That was the most important season of my entire career. I proved to everyone that I could win a title when Justin wasn't on suspension. And I did.
It was definitely a surprise, to me at least, to see someone come back from what he came back from with such confidence and to fall short. It was just, like I said, it was a real surprise.
Justin would return in 2010, more determined than ever. He became the first ever cloud chaser to go undefeated and be crowned Vape Blast champion.
And just like that, Smokescreen was back. I had snapped out of it. I think Chad winning the title those 2 years seriously motivated me to come back and change the game in a way that had never been done before.
That's when I knew he wasn't just a cloud chaser. He was a legend.
The league was brought back to the forefront with Justin's comeback.
That was probably my favorite moment in sports history. To have Justin Smokescreen Fierce back as the face of the league, it really meant a lot to me as a viewer and as a professional journalist.
The opening match of 2011, Justin Fierce was set to play Chad Phoenix. His career would never be the same. Justin's vape stick was laced with an untraceable poison.
That was probably my least favorite moment in sports history.
Easily, it was the most heinous act ever in a sporting event.
That was a real dark spot for the league and its history.
I never thought in all my years of watching sports, cloud chasing included, that I would see something like that.
Justin suffered from what we in the medical field call poisoning. He was very ill and he lost half the use of his tongue.
That was probably my least favorite injury in sports history.
He was bedridden for 6 months.
It was a devastating blow for him. To come back from all he'd been through, and then for this to happen, it seemed like the end of his career this time.
And I know who did it too. But I would never tell on them. It's not the Cloud Chaser creed. I just hope that they find a way to live with themselves for the rest of their lives, knowing what they did to me.
This will not be the end of Justin Fierce. I am coming back after this horrific attack. And I want everybody to know I will vape again. I will vape again.
After the attack, I didn't have feeling in the right side of my mouth. And I never really got that feeling back. But I wasn't gonna let that stop me. Because I'm Justin Smokescreen Fierce.
In 2012, Justin returned against the doctor's wishes and went undefeated in one vape blast.
It was incredible. I mean, really just unprecedented.
I mean, golly, you can never count this kid out.
That was the thing about Justin. He wasn't going to be told what to do, what not to do. He was just going to do what he wanted to do. And he did, and he won, and he was Justin.
And I wanted it bad. And I was willing to win at any cost.
I mean, that streak. I had a root canal one season. Couldn't do anything. He has half a mouth. Half a mouth. Goes that season to win championship. Unfathomable. If he hadn't proved it before, he proved it that year. He was the best. He is the best. He is the best.
Justin would come back the very next year and do the same thing.
He couldn't stop winning. No one could beat him. That was the point when he wrote his name in the history books as the greatest cloud chaser there ever was.
Justin Fierce has returned, and now he blows smoke into his armpits to represent the triumph that is his journey back. Justin Fierce claims his second back-to-back Vape Blast Championship in extreme fashion. He defies all odds, and Justin Fierce goes back-to-back undefeated Vape Blast champion, and this year he does it shirtless.
In 2014, Justin decided to retire.
I just want to say, thank all of you for allowing me to make you what you are today.
He retired on a 46-game winning streak with 6 MVPs, 6 Vape Blast titles, 3 undefeated seasons, and a Rookie of the Year award.
I'm leaving you, but don't quit vaping. Even though you may want to give up, I will always be with you. My mouth couldn't handle another competition. I used everything I had left in the tank to just finish out on top. I knew I was done with my career, and at that point, I was ready to go out.
Justin was, and forever will be my all-time favorite athlete in sports history.
Yeah, I was really sad to see Justin go. He could have been even better. I mean, to see someone fall victim to his own body quitting on him and take it on with humility and confidence inspired me. He inspired all of us.
He's not just my best friend. He's not just my brother. He's my true source of inspiration. I love the guy.
I will never forget the career that God allowed me to have. I mean, who would have thought that my love for blowing vape smoke would lead me into the history books of professional sports? Am I the best athlete of all time? You decide for yourself. But yes, I am.
Justin, what's next for your career, Justin?
My career is like a cloud of vapor. It's here today, but it's also here on every other day, for all eternity. My career will never die, because my vape cloud, just like my career, is eternal.